Hello again, I'm Blunty. A lot of you out there may be aware of the media circus surrounding a certain Australian KFC ad at the moment. It's supposedly racist. The campaign, the KFC campaign, revolves around the cricket season here in Australia at the moment, international cricket, and the ad in question shows an Aussie cricket fan sitting in the stands surrounded by members of the opposite team, which is, I think, the West Indies or something. And they're all like, you know, if you enjoy, I don't enjoy sports. If you enjoy sports, I'm sure this has probably happened to some of you out there. You sit in the wrong part of the stand, you're surrounded by members of the opposite team, you're the only one dressed in the colours of your team. Everyone else is the colours of the opposite team, and there's that sort of seething, what the hell are you doing amongst us kind of feeling. And to settle down that kind of feeling, he makes a friendly gesture of a bucket of KFC chicken. Now, the American media apparently thinks this is racist because over there, it's a cliche that African American or black Americans eat KFC fried chicken, and it's a racial stereotype over there. Now, the problem here is the culture is completely different in Australia. We don't have that preconception at all, so it's not racist here at all. It's just about a guy sitting amongst the guys of the opposite team who happen to be West Indians, who, you know, are not white. Surprise, surprise. It's got nothing to do with race. It's all about, you know, KFC is a peace offering to, you know, make everyone happy and smiley, and here, enjoy this tasty food. Now, we're all friends again. Hooray. And it's ridiculous. But the thing that gets me is that's not the most offensive, ridiculous ad in this campaign. That ad is the least controversial as far as I'm concerned. Some of the ads in the same campaign show this guy sitting in a stand, surrounded by Australians this time, and he sits there, watch the guy next to him get knocked out cold by a cricket ball. You know, his eyes are on his KFC, he's going, ooh, yum, KFC, boom, boom, cricket ball, whack! The guy's unconscious, and instead of offering help or calling for an ambulance or getting one of the medics over to make sure this guy's alright, no, this guy just steals his fucking KFC and starts eating it. The guy's knocked out cold, and the dude just nicks his lunch. He just steals it. And there's another ad in the same campaign where this guy is outside the cricket ground. He impersonates a police officer to steal tickets from a scalper. I may be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that impersonating a police officer is a federal crime. And KFC condoning this behaviour and condoning the behaviour of having absolute no concern about an injured person sitting right next to you, and said you should steal their lunch and not worry about their medical needs. It kind of puts the whole, you know, allegedly racist thing about sitting in a stand full of West Indian fans at an Australian cricket match in perspective here. So you all need to stop just losing your mind over ridiculous interpretations of a apparently racist ad. Whoever came up with this KFC campaign really needs to step outside the box and realise how insane everyone is in the outside world, and how hyper oversensitive everyone is about trying to read in potentially offensive things to otherwise innocent and ads that were meant to be funny and amusing and light-hearted and not taken seriously, you enormous group of insane wankers. Now, this ad was running for about, the racist one was running for weeks, I don't know, months, before someone in America, some media arsehole in America picked up and, whoa, hey, that's racist. And immediately after this, the Australian Advertising Commission had no complaints registered against this ad, 0 complaints for its entire run, until a few days after the American media started making a big deal. And then some uptight, mealy-mouthed, cat-faced arseholes here in Australia. There were 2 complaints registered after that media furore. 2 complaints in Australia about that ad. Ridiculous. I am so sick of living in this world of hypersensitive political correctness, who everyone is so terrified about being potentially offensive to someone somewhere out there. And you just need to relax. Sometimes it's okay to just make jokes about this stuff. It's okay to take things in a light-hearted manner. It's okay to chill out and be friggin' Australian. We're not as uptight as Americans are. And I know this is the second video in a row I've made allegations and implications about Americans being just jerks, basically, but this is just another example of it. And it's ridiculous. Utterly, pathetically ridiculous. Australia has a much more laid-back culture about all this stuff. We just like to make fun of crap. Other people in the world, particularly Americans, don't get it. They don't get the self-deprecating humour. They don't get the taking the piss. They don't get the fact that it's okay. You can just have a beer and relax, cobber. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I've seen you played knifey spoony before. I've lost my train of thought clearly, so it's time to sign off and get the hell out of here. Catch you next time. Relax!